Ever stop to think about how all your stuff just works? The music streaming to your headphones, that text you just fired off, it feels like magic, doesn't it? But it's not. It's all thanks to this incredible, invisible world of networks. So today, we're going to pull back that curtain and see how it all really connects. I mean, think about it for a second. How does your watch actually talk to your phone? Or how does your wireless mouse talk to your computer? It feels so simple, but what you're actually looking at is the smallest, most personal kind of network in our digital lives. Okay, so at the heart of all this is a really simple idea, a computer network. Now, don't let the term scare you. All it really means is a bunch of devices that are connected and can share stuff with each other. That's it. Whether it's just two devices or, 2 times billion devices, the basic principle is exactly the same, sharing information. All right, so if all networks are just devices talking to each other, what makes them different? Well, the key difference, the one thing that changes everything, is scale. And that's the journey we're going on right now. We're going to start small, like really small, with the devices on your body, and we're going to zoom all the way out to networks that cover the entire planet. First stop on our journey, the personal bubble. Let's start with the absolute smallest network out there. This is what we call the Personal Area Network, or PAN for short. You can think of it like your own personal tech bubble, connecting all the gadgets you wear and carry around. So what's a PAN all about? Well, its scale is tiny, just a few meters around you, and the technology behind it is usually something like Bluetooth. The perfect example? Connecting your smartphone to your wireless headphones. The second you do that, boom, you've just created a PAN. It's a network built literally just for you. Okay, time to expand our bubble. We're zooming out from your personal devices to the scale of an entire building, your home or your office. And now we're in the world of the local area network, or what you'll usually hear called a LAN. Now, this is probably the network you know best, even if you don't call it a LAN. It covers a single building, like your house. It uses tech like Wi-Fi or that old-school Ethernet cable you plug into the wall to connect all your stuff. Your laptop, your smart TV, your printer, they all get linked up into one single private network. It's basically your digital home base. But what happens when your digital life needs to go beyond just one building? It can't stop at your front door, right? So now we're zooming out even further to connect an entire area. This brings us to the MAN, the Metropolitan Area Network. A MAN covers a way bigger area, like a whole city or a sprawling university campus. Just imagine a university trying to connect its library, its labs, and its dorms when they're all miles apart. To do this, they use some seriously powerful tech, like fiber optics, which is basically sending data as pulses of light through tiny glass threads to create one big cohesive network. We've gone from your pocket to your home to an entire city. There's really only one place left to go, isn't there? The entire globe. And for that, we need the biggest, most massive network of them all, the Wide Area Network, or WAN. A WAN, well, it knows no boundaries. It spans countries and continents, all connected through satellites orbiting the Earth and thousands of miles of fiber optic cables running along the ocean floor. And the ultimate example of a WAN? You're on it right now. It's the internet. And this is where it all just clicks into place. You see, these networks aren't isolated. The internet, the ultimate WAN, is really a massive network of networks. Your little homeland connects through your internet provider to this global system, linking you to billions of other LANs and MANs worldwide. And that's the big aha moment. Your small, private network is your on-ramp to the entire planet. So there you have it. We've gone from your pocket all the way to the entire planet. Let's just put it all together one last time to really see the big picture. It's really a story of scale, isn't it? We start with the PAN, just a few meters wide, using Bluetooth for our headphones. We scale up to the LAN, our home Wi-Fi. Then comes the MAN, connecting a city with fiber optics. And finally, the WAN, the global internet powered by satellites and those incredible undersea cables. Each step is just a massive leap in scale and tech. So from those tiny personal connections to this giant global infrastructure, our entire digital world is built on these interconnected, invisible networks. They're the hidden architecture of modern life. You know, we started with just a few personal devices. Now we have smart homes, smart cities, a connected planet. As our devices keep multiplying into the trillions, what's the next step? What could possibly come after the WAN?